In 1948, Curtis arrived in Hollywood at age 23. In his autobiography, Curtis described how by chance he met Jack Warner on the plane to California, and also how he briefly dated Marilyn Monroe before either was famous. Marilyn Monroe and Tony Curtis in Some Like It Hot. Kinda looks like how Tom Hanks might have looked if he started during the golden age of Hollywood. One of the funniest comedies ever made and super ahead of its time. Anyone who hasn't seen it should do themselves a favor and see it ASAP. Excellent job. A couple of years ago, a friend of mine who loved classic movies introduced me to this gem. It's freaking hilarious. These classic films taught me to appreciate the talent and effort in cinematography and acting. Yet, the making of Some Like It Hot was a big gamble for Curtis. It was risque for the buttoned-up 50s, but his participation moved it forward. Marilyn Monroe's participation sealed it. He knew his lines, partnered sensationally with Lemon, and showed comic timing as good as anyone's. And looked great. He bore the brunt of Marilyn Monroe's tardiness and botched line readings day after day, and it got to him. It got to everyone, but Curtis aired his frustrations in a moment of weakness, and he had to live it down ever since. And, of course, the making of Some Like It Hot turned it into his most famous film, the one generations of moviegoers knew and loved. So, it secured his legacy, but was also a trap. But that is still not the biggest trap of his life. 5 months before his death, he rewrote his will, named all his children and intentionally disinherited them without explanation, then left all his assets to his wife. After his death on September 29, 2010 today, the truth was revealed. Tony Curtis confessed all in the note he left behind. And now, let us learn about his life. Tony Curtis, originally named Bernard Schwartz, entered the world on June 3, 1925, in the bustling metropolis of Manhattan, New York City. His birthplace, a melting pot of cultures and opportunities, laid the foundation for his eventual journey into the world of entertainment. However, his early years were far from glamorous. Raised in the gritty neighborhoods of the Bronx, Curtis experienced the harsh realities of poverty firsthand. His parents, Hungarian Jewish immigrants, struggled to make ends meet amid economic hardship and societal challenges. The shadows of adversity loomed large over Curtis's childhood, with his parents' divorce. The dissolution of their marriage left indelible scars on the young Bernard, shaping his perceptions of love, family, and stability. His life took an unexpected turn during the tumultuous years of World War II when, like many young men of his generation, he answered the call of duty and enlisted in the United States Navy. Fueled by a burning passion for the performing arts, Curtis set his sights on the vibrant epicenter of creativity and culture, New York City. It was here, amidst the bustling streets and towering skyscrapers, that he would take his first tentative steps toward realizing his dreams. Enrolling at the New School, a renowned institution renowned for its innovative approach to arts education. In 1948, when Curtis was signed by Universal Pictures, heralding the dawn of his illustrious acting career. With his chiseled features, smoldering gaze, and natural charm, Curtis possessed all the hallmarks of a leading man in the making, and Hollywood took notice. In the ensuing years, Curtis wasted no time in making his mark on the silver screen, delivering standout performances that captivated audiences and critics alike. His early roles in films such as Criss Cross, 1949, and City Across the River, 1949, showcased his versatility as an actor, allowing him to inhabit a diverse array of characters with ease and conviction. Whether portraying a brooding anti-hero or a lovable rogue, Curtis infused each role with a depth and nuance that belied his relative newcomer status. However, it was his portrayal of the legendary escape artist Harry Houdini in the eponymous biopic Houdini, 1953, that truly catapulted Curtis to the forefront of Hollywood's elite. Opposite his real-life love interest, Janet Leigh, Curtis delivered a tour-de-force performance that garnered widespread acclaim and cemented his status as a bona fide star. His portrayal of Houdini's daring feats and magnetic stage presence captivated audiences, earning him accolades and adulation in equal measure. Tony Curtis's illustrious career was characterized by an extraordinary versatility that allowed him to effortlessly navigate the diverse terrain of cinematic genres. From the brooding intensity of drama to the effervescent charm of comedy and the pulse-pounding excitement of adventure, Curtis demonstrated a remarkable ability to inhabit a wide range of characters with depth and authenticity. His filmography reads like a veritable showcase of Hollywood's most beloved classics, with each role offering a unique opportunity for Curtis to showcase his formidable talents. In the searing drama Sweet Smell of Success, 1957, Curtis delivered a powerhouse performance as the ambitious press agent Sidney Falco, holding his own opposite screen legend Burt Lancaster in a tale of ambition, betrayal, and moral decay. Similarly, in The Defiant Ones, 1958, Curtis captivated audiences with his portrayal of a white convict shackled to a black prisoner, played by Sidney Poitier, as they embark on a perilous journey of redemption and self-discovery. Curtis's nuanced performance in this groundbreaking film earned him widespread acclaim and cemented his reputation as a dramatic powerhouse. Yet Curtis was equally adept at navigating the lighter side of cinema, as evidenced by his role in the uproarious comedy Operation Petticoat, 1959. Starring alongside Cary Grant, Curtis infused his portrayal of a resourceful naval officer with a winning combination of charm, wit, and comedic timing, earning rave reviews and solidifying his status as a master of the genre. Central to Curtis's success was his ability to forge lasting creative partnerships with some of Hollywood's most celebrated directors. Whether collaborating with the visionary Stanley Kubrick on the epic historical drama Spartacus, 1960, or the incomparable Billy Wilder on the iconic comedy Some Like It Hot, 1959, Curtis approached each project with a commitment to excellence and a willingness to push the boundaries of his craft. Marriage played a central role in Curtis's life, with the actor walking down the aisle a total of 6 times throughout his lifetime. His first and perhaps most iconic union was with actress Janet Leigh, whom he wed in 1951. Theirs was a union that captured the imaginations of fans and industry insiders alike, with the glamorous couple epitomizing the golden age of Hollywood romance. Together, they welcomed 2 daughters into the world, Kelly and Jamie Lee Curtis, both of whom would go on to achieve success in the entertainment industry. Throughout his life, he battled with addiction issues, including struggles with alcohol and drugs, which cast a shadow over his relationships and career achievements. Despite his outward success, Curtis's inner turmoil often manifested itself in destructive behaviors that took a toll on his health and well-being. Tony Curtis confessed it all in the note he left behind, he said. "I was very dedicated and devoted to Janet, and on top of my trade, but in her eyes that goldenness started to wear off. I realized that whatever I wasn't enough for Janet. That hurt me a lot and broke my heart." Luckily enough, we did have Jamie Lee Curtis. In 1994, my son Nicholas died of a heroin overdose at the age of 23. After his son's death, Curtis remarked that it was a terrible thing when a father loses his son. Curtis writes, "In everyone's eyes, I am a bad father, but never rely on someone else. You have to make your own way, so that way people don't disappoint you. I was apparently unhappy as a father, so aging. Any parent's real legacy isn't money, it's love and memories, and I was a skinflint all the way around. It is sad that the kids would expect anything from someone so devoid of commitment, despite his word, which he had made no secret of his disinterest in them." Jill Vandenberg, his wife, is described as the person who lived with him in his final years, is 45 years his junior, and inherited all of his assets. This reminds me of John Lennon. His first son, Julian, had to fight Yoko Ono for what little he got from Lennon's estate. Julian had to buy personal memorabilia of his father with his own money. Okay, but let's just acknowledge how selfish the wife is for influencing him. Gold digger, this is honestly disappointing. The fact he was willing to give away his fortune to his wife who didn't like his kids says a lot whether they had a good relationship or not. He should have never had his children nothing. That is his blood whether he likes it or not. Selfish Jill. Tony Curtis, once the epitome of Hollywood glamour, faced a tumultuous journey marked by highs and lows, successes and struggles. The onset of his cocaine addiction in 1974, during the filming of Lepka, paralleled a period of waning stardom, a stark contrast to his earlier peak years. Despite being a recognizable name in the industry, Curtis found himself grappling with limited film offers, caught in the throes of addiction. This descent into substance not only affected his career, but also took a toll on his health, as evidenced by his hospitalization in 1984 due to advanced cirrhosis stemming from alcoholism and cocaine abuse. However, this critical juncture marked a turning point in his life. Recognizing the gravity of his situation, Curtis made a courageous decision to seek help, checking into the renowned Betty Ford Clinic. This decision reflected his determination to confront his demons and reclaim control over his health and life. The subsequent years saw Curtis navigating through various health crises, each a testament to his resilience and resolve. In 1994, he underwent heart bypass surgery following a heart attack, a procedure that underscored the severity of his health challenges. Despite the physical toll exacted by his addictions and medical conditions, Curtis remained undeterred in his quest for recovery and vitality. However, fate dealt another blow when he was hospitalized in 2010 due to complications from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, a condition exacerbated by an asthma attack during a book signing event. This incident, occurring in his later years, highlighted the enduring impact of his past struggles on his health. Tony Curtis's final days were marked by a blend of triumphs and tribulations, reflecting the complexity of his journey. Despite his efforts to overcome addiction and illness, he succumbed to cardiac arrest on September 29, 2010, in his Henderson home. His passing served as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring legacy of both his triumphs on screen and his battles off it. Through his struggles and triumphs, he left an indelible mark on Hollywood and inspired countless individuals to confront their addiction with courage and determination.